Hi, this is Earthy Indigo, psychic, medium, intuitive, and tarot card reader. This is celebrity channeling psychic tarot reading for Joseline and Stevie J. First energy comes in very strong around Joseline. So energy behind her catching hell right now. Not just socially, but it's more so behind the scenes. It's an energy of like a witch hunt. It's the energy of the people who are on her side have even kind of turned their backs and walked away. It's going to be a tough time for her. It's not going to last long. But it's the energy behind producers turning their backs, people who wanted to partner with her turning their backs. Just a strong energy of opposition and a lot of people turning their backs. It's not going to last. It feels like a universal kind of spanking, like a tap on the hand, a tap on the wrist. It's the energy of her, it's the energy of her being in like a chrysalis. Like she's changing and morphing into something else, like something else is going to come out of this. She's going to be okay ultimately. But it's a rough time right now. So energy around her facing harsh realities about herself. Things that she knows about herself, but she pushes way deep down inside of her to the very bottom of her, flattens it out, and then, you know, acts like it's not there, doesn't exist, just so she doesn't have to face the pain, the hurt. It's the energy of suppressing a lot. But it's like she's walking into a time where she can't suppress it anymore. It's the energy around her of a lot of people around her, producers. It feels like people, corporate people. People at networks, corporate people, people behind the show, turning their backs, not answering phone calls, ignoring, blocking, giving her the cold shoulder, silent treatment. It's the energy around her getting a lot of silent treatment, and everything that she's saying, it's a lot of it falling on deaf ears, dead ears. It's the energy like we don't want to hear it anymore, coming from corporate people. Not people in the streets. People in the it's the energy, you know, people love to hate her or they just enjoy her. Like she's a guilty pleasure to watch. But corporate people have shut the door. But it's not going to last. It's more of an energy of them trying to teach her a lesson. Like you think you're bigger than what we offer, but you need us just as much as you think we need you. It's not that this, which is not gonna last. Feels like it's gonna last maybe 6-7 months. She's gonna be offered an opportunity. Feels like it was already kind of in the works. For her and her family, her and her siblings, her and her mom and everybody, they're going to get a spinoff. It's the energy behind giving them something. But it's like, okay, you got to get your act right. Like we're not dealing. It's also energies coming in from people that's on the streets. Like she has to worry about them now. Because it's like this delusion where people can't tell reality TV from reality. Reality TV is softly scripted. Like, it's not complete reality. They have a little bit to go on. They take that, you turn the cameras on, and they hype it up. But there's an energy of people, and she's gonna have to beef up security. Like, it's an energy around things just getting heightened and serious, because people can't tell reality TV from reality. And it's like it's an energy around people in the street, an incident coming up where she's physically accosted by someone in the street. Like, it's altercations or things that happen in the street that are real. Like, and they're basing it on some TV stuff. And that's just, you know, that's how she makes her living for right now. Is it partially her? Yeah, but like 20 to 30%, maybe 40%. Right now, it's just the energy around her of being blocked. It's the energy of being blocked, being given the cold shoulder, being ignored. It's an energy that comes, like, a lot of people have turned their backs on her. Not family. It's not an energy coming from family. It's the energy that comes from money. It comes from the corporate side of things. It's an energy that she's doing well with being booked at, like, you know, clubs and different places like that for appearances. But she's doing good with that, but it still has dropped as well. It's just an energy of, like, the downhill decline. But it's like she's in a chrysalis and she's going to come out on top. She's going to always rise like the cream to the top. That's the energy that's coming through. It's the energy around her that she doesn't like to be alone. Being alone, she has to think too much, face herself too much. It's easier to be around other people so that they're a distraction from herself, but it's like now she's being forced to focus on herself. A lot of people against her. Like, it's the energy of a lot of people against her. A lot of people that would answer their phones or not answering their phones. More so right now, it's like she's really turning to family. It's the energy around more events coming out where she lashes out. And Stevie J's kids again. When she should have owned it, just apologized. You were wrong. You know, that kind of energy. Accept you were wrong. Apologize and eat it. Not apologize and point your finger again. Like, but you and they and that, no, you know what you did. So just apologize. Own it. It's a strong energy of her learning now to take ownership. And it's coming more so from a punishment from the corporate side than individuals, because it's like it's messing with her money. Is an energy around a spin-off show. Feels like 6 to 10 episodes, her and her family. It's the energy of her opening something up. Like, it's the energy of her doing an entrepreneurial type of thing where she opens it up. And that's part of the premise for the show, her opening something. It doesn't feel like a clothing boutique. It feels like it's for entertainment, but not so stripperish. Like, it's the energy around teaching women to be sexy, teaching women to own their sexiness, and like classes on womanhood and expressing sexuality and how to get him to do what I want, that kind of thing. But it's like open, like it's where people could actually come in off the street, like regular people come in off the street, or regular women or come off the street and they go there, and it's like teaching women about their sexuality, giving them classes on like dancing and burlesque. It just teaches women to own it feels more like their freaky kinky sexual side, but not so, it doesn't feel so overt. It feels like it's coming from a good place inside of her, that all women should own this side of themselves, no matter what their size is, how they look. It's about building self-confidence, self-esteem. That's the strongest energy that comes from it. It's like she opens some business. That's going to be the premise of the show. It doesn't strongly feel like it's Atlanta based though. It feels like it's either Miami or Los Angeles or somewhere else. I mean, it could be in Atlanta, but it's not the strongest frequency coming from there. But it's an energy around a show with her and her family, but she's going to be opening up some type of business, like this open type of platform that builds women's self-esteem, confidence, teaches them how to pole dance if they want to. But it's more. It's an energy around it being more, like showing another side of her. Kind of like when she comes out of the whole chrysalis stage that she's in now. Because right now it's energy around her of her catching hell. It's like she wants everybody to know you can be glamorous, you can be sexy, you can be hot, you can be this, you can be that. Don't let nobody talk down to you, and don't let them kill your self-esteem. Don't let them put you in a box. That kind of energy. Like she's going to open something. Feels like it's going to do well for her. It doesn't feel like it's going to be a forever thing, but it does do well. It does open up more opportunities for her. It gives her another show. Feels like it gives her another show, another plot line, another storyline. Her family, and her opening this business venture. It feels educational. Now with her and Stevie J and her, the energy around them, it's just an energy of holding on for dear life. Just scrapping, holding on for dear life. Not even trying to necessarily save the relationship. It's more like who's winning. Who won? Who won? I don't want to look like I lost. Who's winning? Do they care about each other? Yes. But it's more of an energy around control. Not feeling defeated. Not being the one who has to walk away like they lost. You hit me, I'm going to hit you back. Fighting to F and Fing to fight. That kind of an energy. It's like also energy like if I touch you, then I'm a part of the spotlight. If you touch me, then you're a part of the spotlight, depending on who's hotter at the time. It's that energy comes through like holding on to one another just to keep the name out there, the names out there, just to keep things going. So energy around Stevie that he been realized that this is not the look, or this is not good for any of the rest of his children in general. It's an energy he truly does want her to get help and get better. even if it means him staying completely away so that she can do that. But it's an energy that she won't let him stay completely away, because it's like, what are you doing? That kind of an energy. But what's coming in from him is that he's willing to stay away. He's really willing to let it go and not even be a part of her life, but of course a part of the child's life. But he's like, okay, let's disconnect from one another, because it's an energy like he has other children. He has to think about everybody. It's an energy of a lot of selfishness between them both, and mostly what comes through around them, though, the frequency that comes through around them for the most part is, I don't want to look like I lost. I don't want to look like you got the one up. Ultimately, they're going to go their separate ways. There will be talks of another marriage, but ultimately, the end all be all, even when they're not on TV anymore, they're going to go their separate ways. Is it a passion between them? Yeah. But it's hurting too many people. Like, they're not only destructive and being destructive with themselves, but a lot of other people on the path are getting hurt. There's an energy around Joseline, though, getting into a physical altercation in the streets. That comes through very strong. But from somebody who can't recognize reality TV from reality. That makes her think about a lot of things. Ultimately, it's going to be like she's going to have a show. It feels like it's more out of Miami or Florida based. It feels like it comes through as she's going to open a business that teaches women about owning their sexuality, being happy in the skin they're in, no matter their shape, whatever. Of course, she's going to do things with fitness. And a show coming up with her family. That's coming through the pipelines as well. But right now, it's a lot of energy of everybody turn their backs. Like, let's drown her out. Let's shut the door. Let's make it cold. Let's make her have to put on a coat and knock on the door so she can get some warmth. Let's show her you need us just as much as you think we need you. That's the energy that's around her right now. She's fighting through that. Also, in the future, there's an energy around a talk show. I know she did really well on that talk show, The Real, but there's an energy of a talk show coming up for her of her own. But it's a really diverse type of talk show where it comes through as her, someone who's transgender, both types of being both transgender, like a transgender woman and a transgender man. That energy comes through her. It gives off the energy of like her, transgender man, transgender woman, and someone who is just openly gay, like that kind of an energy. And it gives off that same kind of panel energy as well, like that same kind of whole, the real, the view, that kind of thing, the talk. It gives that off as well. What's coming through from Stevie J is that he's okay with walking away and not being close if it means she's going to get help. But on the other end, it's kind of like, I want to keep holding on to you, because as you rise and that light is on you, I want some of that light to touch me, because that means more money for both of us. It's an energy around them like they want each other to do well, but it's like pay homage, and then the other one is like pay homage, and then it's like show me respect, and then the other one is show me respect. You're not going to beat me. You're not going to beat me. that is they're very competitive with one another, and it kind of works against them. That comes through as well. Alright, I'm Earthy Indigo, psychic, medium, intuitive, and tarot card reader. Click on the link in the description to book a reading. Remember, it's 3 questions for $10. I'm Earthy Indigo, and I love to read for you. Bye.